Will we be able to get into the top tier graduate schools? I'm an African American attending the illustrious Howard University, and I am concerned. When looking at many of my top tier graduate schools or looking at my undergraduate schools in the United States like Princeton and Harvard, they get to do things that we don't. Like, how many of you are required to write a thesis paper before graduating? My problem. See, many of our people like Princeton and Harvard require their students to write a 50+ page thesis paper with research just to graduate. Now, that gives them a leg up on graduate school. And should we be faulted for not being being taught these skills? We must see the importance of affirmative action through Fisher versus University of Texas case, what affirmative action is intended to do, and why it is vital in society today. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time in 2008, two Caucasian girls named Abigail Fisher and Rachel Monkowitz applied for admittance into the University of Texas Austin, but were denied. The university's policy normally only accepts students in the top 10% of their classes, which they weren't. But when they realized some of their minority counterparts were accepted into the university with slightly lower GPAs and test scores than they had, they felt the need to stop this injustice facing whites. Wait, does this mean that the affirmative action gives undeserving minorities acceptance letters when higher qualified people are denied? Yes and no. Affirmative action is a management tool designed to ensure equal admittance opportunities when factoring race, color, gender, and other things in order to benefit the underrepresented group accordingly. But we have to realize that minorities are not always given the same education and opportunities that many of these privileged people deserve. For example, pre-kindergarten, or simply an adequate education that economically disadvantaged people do not get. So many universities like the University of Texas will weigh other aspects such as work experience, community service, or other factors heavier than they weigh test scores or GPA in order to increase the pool of minorities attending the university. But even with the University of Texas admittance policies, UTA only has an African American populace of only 4%, about 2,000 students. Incongruously, many of these other top universities in the nation have African American populaces under 10% and with similar or smaller student bodies reported by the education portal. Many of these minorities not attending these schools are not always gaining these necessary skills and knowledge that the highly funded universities and school students are. So they will not be able to create these phenomenal thesis papers, research, and critical or academic complexity that is required when entering top graduates and undergraduate schools. We have made substantial progress in minority equity, but there's a long road ahead. As a nation, we have made significant strides in recent years in creating equal access to opportunity in the classroom. But obviously, there's still many problems when it comes to educational equity. Affirmative action presents itself as one of the proven solutions to promoting educational equity and leveling the playing field. And any affirmative action could end the dreams and opportunities for many African Americans who are not fortunate enough to gain the necessary skills in the secondary education or undergraduate level. We must see the relevance of affirmative action through the University of Texas case in Fisher and the importance of it and what it really is. Thank you.